Hello everyone, it's your boy Rye Guy, and a couple hours ago the Oregon Ducks beat the Washington State Cougars 43 to 29 up on the Palouse against the team and in a stadium that we've struggled at. Part of that is because we were rebuilding and Washington State had Mike Leach, and we struggle against the air raid, especially Mike Leach's air raid. But anyways, that's then, this is now. So the Oregon Ducks, they started off with on their first possession of the game, they took it 92 yards for a touchdown. And that's when a lot of Ducks fans seemingly thought that this game was gonna be a easy win, but wrong we were. Washington State then went down the field and scored. And then here's the part that really got me pissed off. So there were these a couple of drives in the first half, and they all ended in somewhat form of a turnover, like 3 straight turnovers. I think it was a pick, a fumble, a fumble, a pick, then another fumble. And the third fumble was on the handoff, and that shit can't happen. I'm sorry, it shouldn't happen in Pop Warner. It shouldn't happen in middle school. It shouldn't happen in high school. It shouldn't happen in college. And it definitely should not happen in the NFL. Okay, so yeah, and then Washington State went down. They took a lead, although the lead that they had should have been much, much bigger. They went into halftime up 16 to 14, I believe. And then Oregon kind of came back because they think that they're the more talented team. Now, it's interesting to say this because Washington State doesn't run the air raid anymore. They got Chris Rolovich from the University of Hawaii, who brought a run and gun system kind of to Washington State, and it's different, more balanced than the air raid. The air raid's just throwing it like 90% of the time. And then I think this new offense that Washington State runs is a lot more balanced. They still pass the ball a lot. That's just that's just kind of their scheme, but I think they've matured it in a way to make it more balanced. And I think some of the issues I think we had issues tackling in the first half. We fixed that in the second half when we pretty much put them on ice. And then, well, basically we just we're the more talented team. We kind of enforced our will on them in the second half. And I know that this first half was very brutal, very hard to watch, but shout out to Mario Cristobal, Tyler Shutt, Jalen Red, and CJ Verdell for moving the ball down for a touchdown in 22 seconds. Of course, one of them was on Jalen Red, who's found a hole in the secondary and just got it into the inside of the 5. And then next play later, CJ Verdell punches it in for a touchdown, making it only a 4-point game at that time. Oh, I meant to say it was 19 to 14 at halftime. My bad. I forgot that. They kicked a field goal, and that's another thing. The defense, good job. The offense completely fucked you guys over for a lot of this first half. But they manned up. They were able to keep Washington State kicking field goals instead of touchdowns. And that's always good when your offense is struggling. And then, especially when you're the more talented team, and let's just be Washington State, I think they kind of know that they can't get the type of athletes we can, so their main advantage is in coaching. And that's how they've been able to beat us these past couple years. We have struggled against the Mike Leach air raid system for 13, 4 years. And you could possibly count the game last year at Autzen, where Justin Herbert led the drive for the game-winning field goal. And another thing, we should not be kicking field goals because our kicker sucks. We missed a field goal that would have cut it down to 2. I think that's what I was thinking about earlier. And, well, we got lucky that we were able to get a stop. And even though we had 3 turnovers, Washington State had none. And they have a true freshman quarterback who comes from the same high school as Tua Tagovailoa and Mariota. So that's just an interesting fact, and I think he can be good. I think there's stuff for but this isn't a Washington State video. It's an Oregon video. And yeah, just watch the Ducks. It was a frustrating game. I think the score line I think the game was much closer than 43-29. So it's good to be 2-0. Next week we got UCLA. Chip Kelly's coming back to Eugene. Anyways, go Ducks, go Hawks. I'll make a post-game video for the Seahawks tomorrow. Bye.